I was 22, standing in a grocery store, surrounded by shelves packed with choices, but feeling like I had none. I picked up a $12 jar of almond butter, something I'd bought before without thinking twice. But this time it felt different, like a luxury I couldn't afford. I checked my wallet and realized I had only $100 left in my account, with 5 long days to go until my next paycheck. That moment hit me hard. Embarrassment, panic, and the sudden realization that my decent income was slipping away on things that didn't really matter. I felt exposed, like everyone could see I was struggling. I put the almond butter back on the shelf, grabbed only the essentials, and walked out of the store with a heavy heart and a head full of questions. On the drive home, I replayed my parents' advice in my mind, thought about the future I wanted, and realized my current habits were leading me nowhere fast. I wondered how I'd let things get this far. That night, instead of zoning out on my phone or watching TV, I sat down at my laptop and typed "how to manage money" into the search bar, feeling both desperate and hopeful. It felt basic, almost embarrassing. But honestly, it was the most important search I'd ever made. It was the first step toward taking control. I dove into articles and videos about budgeting, saving, and investing, topics I'd always ignored, thinking they were for real adults. Suddenly, I saw a path forward. For the first time, I felt a glimmer of hope that things could change if I was willing to learn. It wasn't glamorous, and it definitely wasn't easy, but it was a start. I began making notes, setting small goals, and planning my next steps. That $100 moment wasn't my rock bottom. It was my starting line, the push I needed to finally take responsibility for my future. I decided right then and there, I wouldn't be the person who looked back on their youth with nothing to show but debt and regret. I wanted more for myself. That night, I started my journey to financial freedom, one small step at a time, determined to build a life I could be proud of. Sometimes, it's the smallest purchases, the ones that make you stop and think, that end up forcing the biggest, most important changes in your life. Building wealth starts with the most boring word, budgeting. It's not flashy, and it's definitely not what you see on social media, but it's the real foundation of financial success. No one brags about their spreadsheets or their color-coded expense trackers, but without a budget, you're flying blind with your money, never really knowing where it all goes. My first budget was a total mess, just a notebook where I tried to track every single dollar, often making mistakes and forgetting things. The results were ugly. Way too much spent on food, coffee, and random stuff I didn't even remember buying. It was honestly a little embarrassing to see it all laid out. But seeing the truth was empowering. For the first time, I was in control of my money, not the other way around. I could finally make decisions instead of just reacting. The real step is confronting the truth, no matter how uncomfortable or awkward it feels. Facing your spending habits head-on is the only way to change them. I started cutting back on things that didn't actually make me happy. Unused subscriptions, impulse shopping, and takeout. I saved hundreds, sometimes without even noticing the difference in my day-to-day life. Then I learned to pay myself first, automatically moving money to savings before I spent a dime. It was a game changer, making saving effortless. At first, it was just $50 a month, then $100, and eventually even more as I got better at managing my spending. Making it automatic forced me to live on what was left, and surprisingly, I didn't feel deprived. I just got more intentional with my choices. Savings became my most important bill, a non-negotiable, just like rent or groceries. It was something I paid every month, no matter what. Watching my savings grow, even slowly, felt better than any impulse buy or quick splurge ever could. It gave me a sense of progress and security. Budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about directing your money toward the life you actually want. It's about making your money work for you, not against you. The foundation of wealth is boring, consistent, and absolutely essential. It's not about luck or big windfalls. It's about showing up for your money, month after month. If you want to change your life, start with a budget. It's the first, most important step you can take. It's the first step to freedom and the beginning of building the life you truly want. Once I had a small emergency fund set aside, a little cushion that made me feel just a bit more secure, I realized it was finally time to take the next step and invest my money. The stock market absolutely terrified me at first. There was so much jargon, so much talk of risk, and a constant fear of making a huge mistake. I procrastinated for months, always finding reasons to put it off, but eventually I gathered my courage, opened a Roth IRA, and put $100 into a simple S&P 500 index fund. My heart was pounding as I hovered over the buy button, feeling like I was about to make a life-changing decision. But when I finally clicked buy, nothing dramatic happened, except that I made 50 cents overnight. That tiny gain was a revelation for me. For the first time, I saw that my money could actually work for me, even while I slept. I realized investing wasn't just gambling or luck. It was about owning a piece of real companies and sharing in their growth. So I made a plan. Every payday, I'd invest a little more, sticking to that same boring index fund, no matter what the headlines said. Sometimes the market was up, sometimes it was down, but I learned not to panic or react emotionally to every dip or spike. The real secret, I discovered, was consistency, dollar-cost averaging, buying a little at a time, rain or shine. Over time, those ups and downs started to smooth out, and my portfolio slowly grew. The stock market wasn't a casino after all. It was a powerful tool for building wealth, if I used it wisely and patiently. The hardest part was just getting started, but with every deposit it got a little easier and a lot less scary. You don't need to be an expert or have a finance degree. Just start simple, keep learning, and stay consistent. Ignore the noise, trust the process, and let time do the heavy lifting for you. The magic is in patience. Investing is for everyone, not just the rich or the financial wizards. Anyone can start, no matter how small. Your future self will thank you for starting early, even if it feels awkward at first. Every step forward counts. In your 20s, debt feels normal. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, I almost fell for it. After saving a bit, I was tempted by a new car. The dealership made it sound easy, but when I did the math, the true cost was shocking. That car would have chained me to payments for years, killing my ability to save and invest. I walked away, realizing the difference between good debt, assets, and bad debt, stuff that loses value. From then on, I avoided bad debt like the plague. I paid my credit card in full every month, never carrying a balance. The rule: if I couldn't buy it with cash, I couldn't afford it. Keeping expenses low let me save and invest more. The gap between what you earn and what you spend is where wealth is built. Don't feed the debt monster, starve it, and build your future instead. Saving is defense, but to build wealth faster you need offense, increasing your income. My first side hustle was selling old stuff online. Electronics, books, clothes. It wasn't glamorous, but it changed my mindset. Time could equal money. I started freelancing graphic design, using skills from high school. The key: find a side hustle you don't hate so you'll stick with it. Every dollar from side hustles went straight into investments, not my regular budget. This was my secret weapon, accelerating my financial goals. You don't need to build a business overnight. Just start earning extra. Side hustles give you freedom and confidence, not just cash. They make you less dependent on your main job. The more you earn, the more you can invest. Turn your free time into future wealth. Offense and defense together are unstoppable. My journey was full of mistakes. Some expensive, all educational. I tried timing the market, sold low, bought high, and missed out on gains. I chased hype stocks on a friend's tip, lost money, and learned to never invest in what I didn't understand. I spent months in analysis paralysis, researching instead of starting. The cost of waiting was bigger than the risk of small mistakes. I got lazy with my budget, let spending creep up, and always regretted it. Financial discipline isn't a one-time thing, it's a daily practice. Stay vigilant, check in with your goals, and don't let mistakes derail you. Learn by doing, not just reading. Start simple, stay consistent, and don't chase shortcuts. Mistakes are teachers. Use them, don't fear them. The biggest risk is doing nothing. Take action even if it's imperfect. Your future self will thank you for learning early. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. After a few years of budgeting, saving, investing, and hustling, something amazing happened. My investments started earning more than I was saving each month. That's the magic of compounding. Slow, steady, and almost boring. Wealth isn't built on lucky breaks. It's built on relentless, unglamorous consistency. Show up every month, invest no matter what, and let time work for you. The anxiety about money faded, replaced by quiet confidence. Financial security gave me freedom in other areas of life. True wealth is about peace of mind, not just numbers. Celebrate small wins, every transfer, every budget victory. The world sells excitement, but real wealth is built on simple, repeatable habits. Start now, keep going, and don't underestimate the power of showing up. Consistency is the most reliable secret to building wealth. It's not flashy, but it works. Boring is beautiful when it comes to money. If you're in your 20s, you have the ultimate advantage time. Compound interest makes every dollar you invest now exponentially more powerful. Don't wait for a big salary. Start with what you have, even if it's $20 a month. The habit matters more than the amount. As your income grows, so will your contributions, but the foundation will already be set. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Open a savings account, set up an automatic transfer, make your first investment. The journey is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be setbacks, but you're building freedom, not just a bank account. Every dollar invested is a step toward choices and independence. You have the roadmap I wish I'd had. Start today. Your future self will thank you. Go build your future.